Episode 603.
Come on, hurry up. Look at all the time you've wasted. Zhang Xinji's already gone to bed.
He goes to bed early. What's that got to do with me?
He wants to sleep, so everyone else has to sleep too. You in or not? If you're not fighting, we're all going to bed.
Exactly. Let's just go to bed.
Let's go.
So are we fighting or not?
You guys get lost. Yichu stays.
No can do. We're all pro players. We stick together.
Without waiting for Ye Chu to respond, everyone had already found Huang Shaotian's weak spot. This guy really wanted to fight Ye Chu's unspecialized. Huang Shaotian was at a loss.
Damn it, just my luck. Come on, let's hurry up. Return to where you came from. I said hurry up and go back.
Huang Shaotian didn't even finish his sentence before he made his move. Xiao Bei's mind hadn't caught up yet, so he was caught completely off guard from the start. This time, Huang Shaotian was clearly in a foul mood and showed no mercy at all. The more he fought, the more this battle mage felt like Ye Chu, so he pulled no punches. Little Bei had just volunteered to be his punching bag. He got thoroughly thrashed by Huang Shaotian, so badly that even the pro players couldn't bear to watch.
That's just brutal.
You animal.
Beast +1. Beast count +2.
Beast +3.
+1086.
Another 50 points for the beast.
Damn it, are you guys never gonna stop?
Huang Shaotian was furious. He was dueling in the arena while spamming the public channel, launching into a non-stop map-wide rant.
Damn, aggro shifted. Something's happened.
The pro players were all in tears, too afraid to speak, as text messages flew up the screen in a blur.
The Zhan Lulan crew was already furious. Watching Changli Xiaobei get beaten to a pulp, this guy still had the APM to spam the chat. Just how fast was his APM? He was multitasking.
Who's the room owner? Mute the channel.
Finally, someone hit on the real solution to the problem. They started calling out in the chat, and the pro players who saw it immediately caught on, joining the chorus of shouts. No matter how fierce Huang Shaotian was, there was no way he could out-spam that many people alone. Seeing the entire screen flooded with silenced message shouts, Zhan Lulan's head was spinning. He didn't dare hesitate and quickly shut down the public channel for real. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief, but they quickly realized that without the message screen, they couldn't discuss things as a group anymore. So they had no choice but to just silently watch the match. It was a bit dull.
We can stay right here.
Suddenly, a sound came from somewhere.
Yeah, we're here.
The news came through an out-of-game QQ group. Everyone kept a window open for the match and another for chatting, multitasking without missing a beat.
But asking Huang Shaotian to juggle two interfaces like that, fighting while chatting on QQ, that was definitely out of the question.
Should have done this from the start.
The pro players exchanged a few more remarks, then turned their attention back to the match.
This little battle mage isn't cutting it. Man, Huang Shao was way too harsh. He took all his anger out on this poor guy. That's just pitiful.
That's why I call him a beast.
Huh? What are you guys talking about?
Another clueless member surfaced in the group chat.
Just watching the show? Log in.
Someone pointed out a clear path, and so another batch of pro players surfaced in the game that night. But by the time these players found their way to the arena from various locations, Huang Shaotian had already defeated Zhan Lulan and his crew. The pro players had been laughing and carrying on for a good while, but now they finally sobered up. They had spotted Lord Grimm, the unspecialized character that had never once appeared in the pro scene, finally stepping down into the arena. And that was when Zhan Lulan and the others finally understood this was the real reason every pro player had flocked here. At that moment, Zhan Lulan quietly lifted the channel ban and dropped a hint, making it clear he wanted to see the pro players' discussion on this match.
Yeah, pretty much. Time to call it a night.
The first to speak was Ye Shu.
Damn it, I'll take you down with me.
Huang Shaotian shouted and swung his sword. Washing up and hitting the sack. That was obviously just a joke. If Yi Shu really wanted to call it a night, he wouldn't have stepped into the arena. The match had officially started, but Huang Shaotian still suspected this guy would shamelessly ignore the game rules. Even if the PK had begun, he'd just quit without hesitation.
So Huang Shaotian lunged forward with his sword, figuring he'd fight for as long as he could.
The room owner, Zan Lulan, had opened the public channel for comments, but after Ye Shu's joke about going to bed, no one bothered to chime in this time. All eyes followed Huang Shaotian's sword as it thrust forward, converging entirely on the arena. Yi Chu's Lord Grim sidestepped the strike, then lashed out in return. The myriad manifestations umbrella thrust forward like a sword, but with a sudden twist, it extended into a battle lance. Huang Shaotian hadn't even done anything yet, but the pro players watching all drew in a sharp breath. The silver weapon in Lord Grim's hands, they'd heard bits and pieces about it, of course. The intel came from the 10th server branch guilds, but since when did those guys ever face an opponent that could actually force Yi Chu to go all out? So just how much intel on this silver weapon they'd actually gathered, nobody really knew. The myriad manifestations umbrella's greatest feature was, of course, its transformation. This unprecedented function had captured everyone's attention. As for the silver weapon's specific stats, well, those had become a secondary concern. What everyone really wants to know right now is how this weapon transforms, how fast it is, and whether there's a cooldown. Every guild was still digging for that intel, but no one had a solid answer yet. Now, right under the noses of these pro players, the myriad manifestations umbrella finally pulled off a real transformation. Everyone's first impression was the same: so fast. The umbrella turned into a spear in an instant. That sudden extension of the weapon alone could count as a terrifying skill. Huang Shaotian dodged it just now, but how many in the Alliance have his reaction speed and reflexes?
If you don't understand this weapon, you're bound to suffer a heavy loss.
With that one move, the same thought rose in everyone's mind.